what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I recorded a video and I'm really excited to record this what I eat in a day with acid reflux for you guys. And all of my videos come with the disclaimer that I am not your doctor, I'm not your registered dietitian, so I am just providing these videos that in the hopes that they may help you find some meal choices, some meal ideas that won't irritate your symptoms. Everybody is so different. Nutrition is so individual, especially for those with digestive dysfunction or acid reflux. So always do what's best for you. Consult your doctor or a registered dietitian for more personalized advice. However, if you're new to my page, my name is Molly Pelletier. I'm a nutritional science student at Boston University. I just graduated there with my bachelor's degree in dietetics and nutritional science, and now I'm in their master's of nutritional science program, so I'm on the way to become a registered dietitian. I have personally struggled with acid reflux for about 2 years now, and one of my previous videos sort of went viral on how I cured my acid reflux. So I kind of know the ins and outs of the diet. I've been there. I had a really long struggle with my own gut health with IBS. I talk a lot more about that in my previous videos, so be sure to check that out if you're curious more about my journey and how I sort of healed myself and was able to transition from medication to herbs and lifestyle modification that helped me overcome acid reflux. I also have tons of resources on my page for those struggling with gut health or IBS, such as gut health tips, yoga videos, nutrition videos, and a variety of live interviews with health professionals such as registered dietitians, doctors, and functional doctors. So be sure to check that out. I'm really excited about those interviews, and I hope that they're as helpful to you as they were to me. And I'm excited to just bring you guys some more science-backed information. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell, hit all so you get notified for all of my future gut health, nutrition, acid reflux, and yoga videos. And if this video is helpful for you or you'd like to see more what I eat in a day videos, be sure to give this a like and comment down below. It really supports my channel and I appreciate hearing your input. So with that said, I'm a little bit sweaty and hot. I just went for a run and I'm going to be taking you kind of through my day. I no longer struggle with acid reflux the way that I used to. I pretty much eat whatever I want now, which is crazy to say because I really did struggle for so long. But I don't really have the symptoms I used to have. Maybe once a week I'll get like a tickle or like a little bit of a tickle here, but it's not painful. It doesn't interrupt my eating the way it used to. I know a lot of you guys who follow me here are struggling, and I feel for you. It is so hard. I definitely have been there. Again, be sure to check out my other videos. I have lots of tips for how to manage acid reflux and also more resources on my Instagram at zucchini.who. I share lots of recipes there that are acid reflux, low FODMAP, and IBS friendly. So with that said, I just went for a run, like I said, and that was something that I used to not be able to do when I was really struggling with acid reflux. And there's a couple of reasons for that. So I was not able to really like fuel myself that well because I was afraid of having symptoms, and I would just eat too little because it seemed like smaller meals didn't irritate my symptoms as much as larger meals, so I would end up under eating. And I know some of you guys are struggling with that as well, which can be really challenging. So what in order to get back to running, get back to exercise, I really had to manage my symptoms, which I did with some of the tips that I share in my other videos. I won't get into that all too much because I know that you guys probably have seen those other videos. But I had to fuel myself, so I really had to make sure that my meals were substantial, that they incorporated a carb, a protein, and a fat. And fat can be a little bit scary for those with digestive disorders or with acid reflux because you're like, oh, fat, I don't want fat to irritate my symptoms. I know fatty foods are a trigger for acid reflux sometimes, but really our body needs fat, and healthy fats are essential for nutrient absorption, for hormonal health. So very important that I started to fuel myself so that I could get my runs in and get back to activity, which then improved my symptoms because the lack of exercise was contributing to my stress. And stress is a really huge part of digestive function and can be a major contributing factor to bloating, IBS, acid reflux. We know that stress can seriously impact our digestive health. So managing your stress, whatever that means to you right now. Maybe it's yoga, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's calling a friend, painting. So many different ways to explore that can totally transform your health. So with that said, we'll get right into the video and I'll show you what I'm going to be making for breakfast today. So I normally start my day off with some tea and some Calm magnesium powder. I really love this for making sure that I get in enough magnesium. It's also really helpful if you have trouble going to the bathroom. But I just do 1 teaspoon. I don't do the full serving because my diet is pretty rich in magnesium. Definitely a great little supplement if you feel like your diet isn't rich in magnesium. Magnesium is found in dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains. And then I do this throat coat tea. I swear by this. It has licorice root, slippery elm, marshmallow root. These are some herbs that can be really helpful in soothing the esophagus and kind of building up that mucus layer. It does have ginger in it though, so if you're sensitive to ginger, I would probably avoid this. I talk more about these herbs and how to use them in this interview with a functional medicine doctor named Dr. Nicole Daneza. I just posted it. It's in my live interview playlist, so definitely go check that out because we talk about these herbs and they can be super helpful. So I start out with that. Now I'm going to show you how I make my smoothies. So smoothies can definitely be a great thing to incorporate for digestive health. They have lots of fiber, nutrients, but you got to make sure that they're filling. Sometimes they don't really fill me up, so I always make sure I have a protein and a healthy fat and some good fiber in there. For most people, fruit normally isn't like the biggest acid reflux trigger. However, some more acidic fruits, such as raspberries or pineapple, may be irritating for some people who are super sensitive. I personally am fine with fruit, but if you find that those irritate your symptoms, you could do apple, you could do banana, honeydew, cantaloupe. You can chop it up, freeze it, and have it ready to go for smoothies. I'm adding some zucchini. I just chop this and freeze it. I'm also adding 2 Brazil nuts. I always make sure I have at least 2 Brazil nuts a day for their selenium content. Selenium is a really powerful antioxidant, so I always make sure that I get my Brazil nuts in. Also going to be adding a tablespoon of flax, a tablespoon of chia for extra protein, fiber, omega-3s. They have tons of vitamins and minerals as well, so they're a really good idea to keep in your diet. They're also low FODMAP, which is an added benefit if you have IBS. And now for the best part that makes all of my smoothies, I use Nuzest Clean Lean Protein. I've been using this for years since I had IBS, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, and it's the best. It's super digestible. It has a 98% digestibility rating, which means that your body actually absorbs the protein. Unlike other protein powders, it doesn't have any fillers or any type of preservative. It's just super simple ingredients and really high quality pea-based protein. It's also rich in iron, which is great for plant-based eaters. So I highly recommend it. It also tastes delicious. Strawberry tastes like a strawberry milkshake, and I use the vanilla in not only my smoothies but also my baked goods. I have a discount code if you're interested. It's Zucchini Who or Molly Pelletier. You can use either one. All right, so now I'm gonna go blend this up. I always love to top my smoothies with something crunchy, so lately I've been using the Forager's organic grain-free cinnamon O's, but sometimes I'll make my own pro granola. I have recipes for that on my Instagram, but it's delicious. One of my favorite ways to start the day, and I recommend eating this slowly and like chewing the smoothie. Chewing really helps to stimulate digestive enzymes. If you drink it too fast, it can be uncomfortable for those with acid reflux, so I recommend drinking it slowly, chewing it, adding something yummy on top. Something I've been trying really hard to do is to sit down when I eat breakfast. I feel like I digest better. I feel like I'm more mindful and present when I eat. So this week, one of my goals was really to sit down and like enjoy my breakfast and not walk around and do different things and just like be present with my food. And I think that mindful eating can be really helpful for people with acid reflux. I know it's been really helpful for me with my acid reflux and my IBS. So I just take a few breaths like before I eat and try to really savor and enjoy the food that I'm eating. And I noticed that I definitely digest better, and when I eat really fast and I don't chew my food, I'm like 10 times more likely to have symptoms. So try it with me, let me know if it helps you, and be sure to comment down below if you try any of these recipes or if any of these tips are helpful for you. Also, can we just take a moment to talk about the people, it's really just one person, but commenting on my acid reflux video, the first one I made, that I'm lying about having acid reflux. To me, that is so funny because who would lie about having acid reflux? Like, he's saying that I was lying about having acid reflux to get views on YouTube. Like, there's so many other cooler, sexier things that someone could lie about to get views on YouTube. Like, having acid reflux is just not one of them. So anyways, I thought that was pretty funny. Wanted to share. So right now it's about 11:42 and I had some calls and I'm recipe testing a new recipe. It is lemon chia seed mini muffins. They're low FODMAP, and if you're not familiar with FODMAPs, they are just a group of carbohydrates that can be a little bit irritating for those with IBS, and sometimes people go on like a FODMAP elimination diet, but that's always just for like 2 to 6 weeks. A big misconception of the FODMAP diet is that it's like a forever diet, and really it's just meant to be the FODMAPs eliminated for about 2 to 6 weeks and then reintroduced with the help of a registered dietitian. So I'm gonna try these out. That was my oven timer. I'm making a couple other recipes. I have lots of reflux friendly and low FODMAP recipes on my Instagram at zucchini.who. So if you haven't already, be sure to go check that out. So for lunch, I'm just making a quick salad with some turkey meatballs that I made yesterday. They're so easy. I make them with oats, so it's both protein and complex carbohydrates, super easy for meal prep. Adding some hummus, some whole grain crackers, and then I make a little homemade dressing that is vinegar free, so it's more acid reflux friendly. It's just olive oil, water, and pesto. Drizzle that on, and I also add some nutritional yeast for extra protein and vitamins. Super easy and simple. Also added some vanilla frosting using NuZest on my lemon chia bites, and they came out so good. The recipe for both these bites are on my Instagram. I just ate like 4 of these, by the way. Every time I make something, I have to eat at least like 4. So I'm putting these in the fridge, but they're delicious, so definitely go make them. All right, it's around 5 or 6, and something really important to keep in mind if you have acid reflux is to have dinner early. You really want to stop eating or drinking about 3 hours before you lay down. That's helped me immensely. So what I'm going to show you is a dinner that is super easy. You can prep ahead and kind of have throughout the week for lunch or dinner. It's a chicken vegetable soup that my mom and I made. It's really great, and you can kind of customize it however you want. You can add tofu if you don't do chicken. You can add potatoes or quinoa. You can do any veggies that you like. If peppers bother your stomach, you don't have to do peppers. So it's really easy to make low FODMAP also, because you could just do carrots, green beans, things that are not high in FODMAPs. So I'm gonna warm some of that up, enjoy it with some toast, and call it a night. So this is the soup. We keep it in a big Tupperware container, and it's just the easiest thing throughout the week to grab. Alright, my soup is nice and hot, but I hope that this video was helpful for you and just thinking about some easy things to have on hand or some different type of meal ideas. And as always, know that what I eat in a day videos are not prescriptive in any way, and they often don't show the real picture. So I had a couple extra turkey meatballs, and I had a lot of my baked goods. I definitely had more cereal and more crackers than I kind of showed on the video, just because it's not very exciting to show me having 1 turkey meatball from the fridge. But keep in mind that you know what's best for your body, and always listening to your body is super important, especially when you have acid reflux. Be sure to comment down below if this video is helpful for you. I love to read your comments and respond to each and every one. Be sure to give this video a like if it was helpful, and also subscribe, join the family, and hit all so you get notifications for all my future videos. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next time.